Hello and welcome to Doing Things Differently, an energetic forecast for today, September 10th, 2019. My name is Cindy and I am an energetic strategist for bold business badasses, teaching you how to succeed without burnout so that you can experience true freedom, simplicity, and sustainable results in your business. Thank you for joining me live and of course on the replay. So excited to be here and share the energy for today, which is a 4 energy day. But before I dive into today's energy, let's talk about yesterday and what was going on. So we had lots of 9 energy, the month 9, September, the 9th day of September in 2019. So there was a lot of mental energy happening yesterday. We also had the first 3 energy day of the 3 energy month in the 3 energy year. So it was very, very intense yesterday. And if you noticed, we probably either went off on a tangent doing all of the things, or it became this mental spinning where it may have created chaos. And for me yesterday, I don't even know what happened. I meditated probably about 5 times to navigate my energy and make sure that I was staying on track and prioritizing that energy before I took action on anything. Because it was easy to get caught up in the spinning. It was easy to get caught up in all of the things that needed to be done. And I could feel the chaos. It was palpable. And so I really had to navigate that and make sure that I was slowing down, breathing, pausing, and then taking action. So there was a lot of meditation, a lot of interruption yesterday. Ended up being a fantastic day. But if you noticed that yesterday, that's why. And it's an invitation for you to interrupt, to activate forgiveness around that, and to just let it go. You were so sleepy yesterday. Yes. And there is a full moon on Friday, a full moon in Pisces. So we're definitely having some wild and untamed dreams. The Pisces is very spiritual and mystical. And so when you think of the full moon, it's shining the light. It's illuminating things that we haven't always seen. And so the veil is very, very thin right now. I'm noticing downloads coming in. I'm noticing dreams that things I haven't thought about in years. I'm noticing deja vu. There's all sorts of different things happening right now. So it's often it's fun. Just play with it and see what happens. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be nervous about. This is an opportunity for us to open ourselves up to what's on the other side and to receive any messages that need to be received. So all right, so that's yesterday. Let's talk about today. The 4 energy today is all about commitment. When I woke up this morning, the thought that came into my head was energy flows where my intention goes. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Yes, I am very well today. Thank you. So when we are committed to our intention and we are focusing on that, sometimes commitment can be a little bit bumpy and a little bit difficult when things get foggy, when we don't really see the evidence, when we don't see what's happening, when we don't understand how it's all going to work, because the ego wants to know how. But it's not our job to know how, and you've heard me say this numerous times. If you already knew how to get what you want, you'd already have it. So it's not about knowing the how. It's about knowing what your intention is. And the way that the human brain works is the brain doesn't know the difference between witnessing an event and actually experiencing it. You notice this when you're watching sports, for example. This is a prime example. When you're watching, say, a hockey game, because I'm Canadian, I don't even watch hockey, but I've experienced this myself, so I know. When you're watching some sort of sport, you're watching TV. You're sitting there. You're stagnant. You are not participating in the sport. And yet when somebody scores a goal, you jump off the couch and you scream and jump for joy and you get sweaty and the adrenaline pumps and all of the things because your brain doesn't know the difference. So your body is still reacting with the same hormones that would come from actually participating in the sport. This is why Olympic athletes spend so much time in visualization, because they can visualize winning the race. They can visualize and experience that in their brain. And what they're doing is literally positively brainwashing themselves into believing that their desire is already true. So this is what we need to do when it comes to intention and what we want to experience in our life. We need to focus on what it feels like all the time, or as much as we possibly can. So it needs to be top of mind, and we need to not just think about it. Thinking about it is a waste of time because that creates worry and anxiety. The quantum field communicates through emotion. So if you can feel what it would feel like to have that experience or that thing, and you can feel that emotion, and wherever it is in your body, you notice it in your body, that's what you want to create over and over and over again. That's what you want to commit to. Because when you commit to tapping into that emotion on a daily basis, or more than once a day, then what happens is your body creates a energetic signal that communicates with the quantum field. And in the universe, quantum field, God, whatever you want to call it, responds back in kind by sharing with you that experience that you desire to have. So when we get caught up in worry and doubt and insecurity and wanting to know how is the biggest dream killer. If we want to know how and we start worrying about all the little details and all the things that need to happen and blah, 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 and we get stuck in that, then what happens is we are sending a signal to the universe that creates inconsistent manifestation, because the universe is going, but wait, you want it, and then you say you don't want it, and then you want it, but then you're worried about how you're going to get it. Can you just trust me? If you were in a relationship and you asked for something, would you spend the rest of your time going, are you going to do that? Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that? It's like being the nagging wife. We don't want to do that with the universe. So when you focus on your intention and the emotion that creates that desired experience, that is the signal that you want to broadcast out to the world. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that lands for you. But we want to make sure, what are you committed to focusing on today? With that 4 energy, it's asking us to commit. So we can commit to stress and anxiety and chaos, because that is the human experience. We are allowed to choose what we want to commit to and what we want to feel. So if you want to commit to that, you go right ahead. Or we can commit to focusing on our intention and the emotional state that we would feel when we receive that experience. All thanks, Jeanette. I know, isn't it awesome? So this is something that I'm very passionate about teaching. I am a facilitator of a course called Mastering the Brain Game, in where I teach this exact process. It's a 10-week course. It is fantastic. It is life-changing. It is something that I believe the world needs to embrace as a verb, brain gaming, because it has 100% changed my life and many of my clients' lives because of this ability to become this broadcast signal to the universe. All right, let's see what the cards have to say today. Let's pull a card. Here it is. Of course. So the 4 of Swords shows up, and this is about trusting and knowing that you are safe and protected. Rest the mind. This is about putting down the worry and the stress and the anxiety and the chaos, because you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are safe, you are taken care of. There is something bigger than you supporting you and protecting you and making sure that you get the things that you desire. The things that you desire are for a reason. So stop worrying about it and commit to that emotion. So I hope that's helpful. Have an amazing day, and I will be back tomorrow morning. Bye for now.